Let's check this out. Am I doing the breakdown things? You guys want to do the breakdown? What's good, Super Fammy? First off, this game looks dope. Ooh. Ugh. Oh, the slow-mo wide. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So by the way this played out, I think they set the health to like 50%. I feel like all that damage all together did like 110%. Or matters of fact, maybe Stella had like all her health, but Akira had like started with 50%. Because I swear to God, Akira was tagging that robot up. I'll get to why I say robot in a second. First off, the game looks beautiful. Let's start with that. This is a dope training stage if it is a training stage. They're obviously going to have voice lines at some point. But when I look at Stella, yeah, Stella does look like an android. She looks like, I mean, I guess in a sense, they always tried to like kidnap Sarah and use her body type. Like Doral and Sarah, they're like the same thing. And they finally got the Doral project working. And now we got Stella or some shit like that. I don't know. Regardless, the speculation is that Stella's an android and Sarah's like either kidnapped or dead somewhere, which is interesting. But word. Fembot is crazy. That's facts. Akira looks fantastic. It's good to see some returning moves here. That's Sarah's 6PP right there. I'm sure she can check that into knee if that's in the game, but it's good to see that, you know, those moves are there. She's got the pimp hand, the counter hit pimp hand, and as you can see, there's a red flash. So clearly that worked out. It looked like I was gonna say it looks like when I first saw this move here. Oh, we're really nerding out on this shit, aren't we? Okay, fine, fuck it, whatever. When I saw this, like this looks like a soft launch, but when she does this move right here. This looks like a hard knockdown. Like that's kind of how this move would be used. And because he neutral tech probably like just framed and a move came out, I think that's what made this animation right here. So that'll be interesting. If there's like the way that offensive moves and defensive moves look like in this game, I wouldn't be surprised if they like, you know, if they added something for like Okizeme, if you guess right on Wake Up, right? Like if somebody tries to OTG you or do an extended combo and you tech at the right window, maybe you can reset the situation. Now, this just looks cool. It doesn't look like it's advantaged or disadvantaged for anybody. This looks like just a cool little sequence to help you mentally reset back to neutral. But I could be wrong because it looks like, actually, I take that back. She looked like she was in recovery frames. He just did a slow ass mid. Yeah, she might have been forced crouching. He might have been able to do like a mid here that would have hit fast enough on recovery. I don't know, but he did that. I'm glad that this move looks like this. I mean, I know Leo has that move, and there was people on chat talking about Leo having that move. I'd rather him have this move to be that low attack that we all know and hate than for the other move where he slides across the floor and punches you in your fucking foot and you kind of can't see it unless you're like hyper focused, right? You think it'll be weird if all the characters kip up like that? Well, yeah, I mean, if fucking Taka kips up like that, that would be some bullshit. Yeah, I can see where that would be weird. Like Wolf shouldn't be. Well, no, Wolf could probably do that. I couldn't see a world where Jeffrey's kipping up like that. Taka definitely should not be kipping up like that. Maybe for some characters, maybe there's like a slide back animation where they like walk back, right? I don't know. I never really thought about that. That's an interesting design choice. I don't hate the kip up though, but yeah, no. I mean, could Ganryu kip up and doesn't matter either way. So like that looked like the that 1K that has a follow up. I mean, look, all the moves that we know and love for the most part seem to be in here in one way or another. 46p. Now this animation was interesting. Because what is that? I don't know if this is a Sarah specific thing or if there is a backdash, if there's like a backdash counter thing. If there is, I don't like that. I'm assuming this is Sarah specific, or Stella, excuse me. I'm assuming this is Stella specific. I don't think this is a backdash trigger, like you're saying, Crawman. I'm praying this isn't a backdash trigger. I don't think we need that. I'd rather us just be naturally good at backdashing and it just be a thing instead of this. That doesn't need an animation. Yeah, this looks like a sway back, and it looks Stella specific. I don't think this is some new mechanic. I think Stella she already had a move sort of like that, but maybe she just can do it raw now. Maybe she can back shuffle raw now. I don't know if this is supposed to be that shuffle. I don't know. It's too early to speculate. I just want to be clear. What I'm really trying to say is I don't think that this is some new back sway mechanic, backdash mechanic for everybody. Because then, like, what the fuck you gonna do with Brad, right? Or characters that, you know, their fighting style has a natural sway built into it. Jackie, Sarah, Stella, whatever, right? Like, nah, I don't think that that's what this is. This is just Stella specific. Jab to B plus. She didn't have that move before, right? No, she didn't have that. Who had that move? She got that move from somebody. Like, she just currently stole that move from somebody. Nah. Well, maybe, but I don't think Vanessa had it either. I mean, okay, let me tell you where I've definitely seen that move before. And this is from a different game. This is Katarina's kick from Tekken, for sure. Yeah, Katarina has that kick without a shadow of a doubt. But that's not where I've seen. That's like, somebody in VF has that kick too. Regardless, I love the fact that the crouching animation looks fantastic. I like the new shoulder. Instead of it being a raw shoulder, it's a regular shoulder. I hope it only does this, though. I hope it only does this. I don't want it to do that bullshit it currently does, where it beats mids sometimes. For the love of God, please just let the shoulder beat highs and not stupid-ass mids. Like, that's just dumb to me. I like 4P. That was 4P. This looks like a 4P P plus K move. And this looks good. Tailspin knockdown. You can walk up, get some pressure. I think that's sexy. I like the half circular. That's back in. And I think another thing that I like is just the way that we're not appreciating this animation, right? Gets the knockdown. It actually slid to the side. I thought she kind of stumbled to the side, but never mind, she didn't. This string is new and it's kind of ugly looking. I'm not gonna lie. I'm watching in slow motion. This is the first and probably the only slow mo I'm gonna do. 50%. I don't like this move. It's just it's so weird. It's a Jackie move. Yeah, like this whole string is a Jackie move. What is that? Mid, high, mid? I guess, does Sarah not have any mid, high, mid strings? I just thought about that. No, she does. And, okay, wait. This is that same string. Wait, is that what I think it is? Now I gotta put the game up. She does have that string. It just looks goofy. Am I tweaking? I might be tweaking. Hold on. I gotta put the game up. It's okay. I think that string is probably gonna replace one of her combo finish follow-ups. I think, what is it, 1P plus K PK or some shit like that? Or is it just P plus K? No, it's not that. Oh, it's 4P P plus K. So it looks like this string right here, which is high high high. So it looks like they gave her a mid high mid, but it's this string, and it starts backwards. So instead of it going with the hook, it's like a mid cross. She doesn't have something like that. Like yeah, it looks like this. But the mid chop is first. But it's closer to this move than anything. It's closer to that move than anything. That's cool. I like it. I can tell that's kind of like, it's funny how when I looked at that was the only move that looked awkward and out of place. Everything else looks like they, for the most part, had the model already pre-built because they got it from Revo and they just kind of tacked on some sauce to it. This one they completely made from scratch, it feels like. Yeah. I don't hate this string, and it actually looks really nice in slow motion. It looks goofy. It looks goofy at full speed. It looks a little goofy at full speed, in my opinion. Like, at full speed, it looks like a DOA move. Like, I swear to God, it's in slow motion, it looks beautiful. At full speed, it looks like a DOA move. Like, you know how DOA is kind of like DOA 6 is kind of stiff? I don't like this for Akira. Why does Akira have that? I don't like this. No. It makes sense because of the fighting style. He should have this. But as somebody who's about to fight this shit, no, don't give him no fucking half circular kicks, bro. Please. Which leads me to this point right here. I feel like this kick happened, or this counter hit state. This looks like I mean, I see a yellow flash, which looks like a normal hit, but this counter hit state, this could be because of a failed evade. I can't tell because I don't really, I mean, I guess I could play it in slow motion and see if there was an evade attempt there. But when I saw this particular state, I was like, all right, I wonder how we got to this state. I don't think it's body damage. Well, okay, she didn't step at all. I don't think it's body did just raw, regular ass body damage like a lot of people think. Maybe she pressed something. All right, she blocked. He guard broke. I hope that's the only guard break he has and he doesn't have his old one. That would be nice. All right, got the guard break. This looks like a hit throw, by the way. This just looks like a regular hit throw. It looks very nice, though. The blue blocking? I didn't see any blue blocking. Maybe I was blind. I'll have to see. Yeah, I see. Okay, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. That could be just defend. I kind of hope that it's nothing more than just defend. I didn't recognize. I didn't even notice that till he said something. I'm not gonna lie to you, Fugo. If that's a just defend, I'm okay. If that's some meter system, that would kind of annoy me. And maybe, oh shit, actually, no, there's a valid point to be made. Maybe after a just defend, if you get a good just defend and a just defend punish, maybe you can get yourself a counter hit situation like this. Because this looks like a PK. Like, it looks like all he did was, after he did that, all he did was PK punish, right? But it put him in a counter hit state, right? Doesn't it look like that? Like, after he got the just defend, I mean, that move looks punishable in general, but after that, he did PK punish. And because of the just defend or whatever, that was a counter hit state. I would be cool with this being like an indicator of the 50-50, by the way. Like, I know that's a little bit too much like information, but for like newcomers, if this happened every time you ended up in like an interesting 50-50 situation, I think a lot of like new players would actually take to that or understand that really well. That might be kind of overblown, but you know, just a random thought I just had. Anyway, let's continue. So gets the PK punish. Now she's in a counter hit state. And he's in stance, so he has a mix-up, and he goes for guard break. And so now that she's in this state, and she's about to get hit, maybe that led to this interesting situation with a hit throw. Don't know. But that was a free combo. Like after that she couldn't block. She was in soft stagger or whatever we like to call. Let's call it that. Yeah, she was in a stun. She was in stun after that. Getting hit with that after that. She's in stun animation. Now she eats Rimon Chochu, right? Actually, he switched positions, so that was super dashing elbow. So that launches. That's a crumble launch, right? Which is what we saw. But then he just goes for a knockdown. Okay. After that, everything's pretty straightforward. I saw people thinking this is some special animation. This is just a fucking throw. Wolf has the same shit. I think the only difference is a lot of the throws are gonna have animations like this, and I think this might make throw breaking easier. Like if they keep the lazy throw escape thing, well, okay, never mind, because that's just the lazy throw escape. But if there's animations, see, my thing is like if there's animations like this and these are throws, I love this shit because it makes it easier to react to. Like I like animations like this, but this just looks like. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, this just looks like a normal throw. She just timed it right? Like he tech rolled and he stand guarded, and she just did the throw. This looks like this is a normal throw. Maybe it's a forward throw, right? But this doesn't look like craziness to me. This just looks like a normal throw. Look at throw to knockdown. Goes for the Vanessa take that. This looks plus as shit. I don't know why she stepped, but this looks plus. That looks plus. Actually, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. That don't look plus at all. He does one frame knee. I don't even think that was a 0 frame throw numbers. I'm gonna be, look, this is startup. Like if it went immediately into animation, I would think so. But here's the startup of the animation right here. She does like the running man on you. Like there's startup animations. Play that slow speed again. You can see the startup animations. You saw that, like she lunges and then she jumps on you. So it's pretty telegraphed. I guess when she puts her foot on you, you gotta break it. Like that's your window to break it. Like when a foot is on you, or maybe even before that. Maybe you can break it before that. But this looks like a forward throw break, and then we get into the mix. I love that throw. Yeah, now that I look at that, that looks negative as shit, which is awkward because there's so much startup on it. Great step. Another thing we don't talk about enough is the fact that we still have DMs. I haven't seen an offensive move yet, but we have defensive moves. And I like this move. Knee comes out. And then she finishes with this move, which she always had. I like that some of these moves, like, I wouldn't be too mad if there's brutalities in the game. What is that move? It's like, yeah, that's all she did at the end. Like she stepped and then just did that, right? 3 PK. That's what it looked like. So she stepped and did 3 PK, and then he lost it too. And this looks great. Again, I'll keep saying it. All the moves that were already in VF that translated over, that they poured it over, look fantastic. It's the new stuff that looks a little stiff. And even the stuff that clearly got transported from other games, like from Tekken, they look fantastic. It's just the new shit that they tried to do. You know what I'm saying? No flamingo, no throw breaks. There was a few things that I wasn't rocking with, or I was sad to not see. Let me. I'm looking for some specific moves. Like these are old moves that got ported over. This move right here is clearly like. I get why people are saying they took this from. I understand where that sentiment comes from. They look like they literally modeled this after Leo, and I wouldn't be surprised if that was like done that way. I like Harada, like I see Harada talking with Aoki and Reachman enough. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they did that and he was cool with it. Like, so don't trip. By the way, like if you see shit like that, I think Harada was totally fine with this. But this move happens, and this move looks good. Like, this is what I mean. This is a new move, but it clearly looks like it came straight out of Tekken. But it looks fantastic, right? It looks fantastic. Even that move. This move looks like Katarina's kick, straight from Tekken. Looks fantastic, right? And then this looks like just a move they just created. And this move looks so weird. And that's okay. Give it some time to smooth it out. But yeah, this looks kind of silly. But that's an interesting situation. So if you get a hit after the counter hits thing, they can't block. That's very much, and I'll say this one more time, I don't hate this, but that's very much a DOA thing. If you've ever played DOA and you get like that heavy stun, especially after they've countered and they guess wrong, you can get a pretty beefy launch situation out of that. So yeah. Yeah, I think to your point, Famicom, and to everybody in here that's watching, treat this trailer like a here's where we are, what do you think? Treat it like that. Here's where we are. What do you think? I feel like if you approach it with that frame of mind better and you continue to contribute feedback, I think it's clear as day that they're listening. They've been listening. They show up and they literally talk to us. They are fucking shout outs to Natsune. I keep fucking her name up, but shout outs to her. She's one of the translators for Aoki. I forgot the other real skinny girl. The one with the cute teeth. The other one. I forgot her name. Yeah, Natsune was Aoki's translator, but the other one that was with Reachman, I forgot her name. They listening, man. All of them is listening. They listening. So just share that feedback, and it gives us something to work on. They're like, right now it sounds like an old kung fu flick, but it sounds muffled. Like it sounds like the game feels good, but the audio sounds mono. That was the issue that I have. It sounds very mono. It doesn't sound dynamic. It doesn't sound. It doesn't have that. Yeah, it doesn't have that dynamic feel to it when you listen to it, and that's kind of my beef. But it's good that we got to see, like, we saw some fuzzy guards. I'll watch this one more time. We saw fuzzy guards. We saw moves that low profile. Obviously, the high, mids, and lows are there. All that stuff is cool. I love that we got the sways. Like, I wish that instead of a forward dash, maybe not like we needed it, but that would have been a cool place to throw in an offensive move just to see if it like just to show off that that's in the game. But maybe it's not. There's that blue flash into the counter hit. The free knockdown. I like that there's wake up kicks. The lows still look unsafe even on hit, so I like that. He tried to parry there, and I like that too. This looks like a counter hit, maybe not a hard counter, but like a soft counter. Please make reversals counter hit. If you do a reversal and you get hit, it shouldn't be normal hit. You should be able to get counter hit. So yeah, hold that shit, Akira. And that was actually a crumble state because of that. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if this is what the launch states look like due to realism, I'm cool with that too. I don't think we've seen. I don't think any fighting game had like grounded combos like this. That's not. I don't know, Killer Instinct. I think Killer Instinct was the closest we had, and obviously they can get bounced and juggled too. But like something like this. Yeah, I don't hate if it's not a juggle or flow. Christian, I see you. What's happening with you? Yeah, DOA has a stun. DOA has a stun thing like that, but you get launched in DOA. Like you float in the sky and get juggled. It's not really. But yeah, nah. Let's continue real quick. Oh, I'm doing fantastic. You know my favorite part about like finishing events like this, Christian? When I lose my voice sounds better. Like I got more bass and more like reverb in my voice. So like I have like a weekend where like I just sound like a grown ass playboy and it's funny as shit. And it's like, no, I lost my voice. It's gone. So I'm like at the tail end of that. What's good, Racer? For sure, for sure. No, this looks great. I know some people didn't really like the whole 2 thing. I feel like this is just like last round brutality, game over. You know what I'm saying? Something to make it fun. It's not a big deal. Like, I really think people are overblowing that. I think people think that's the end of a round. I think they've set this to final round, fight, and then this is what we got for the last round. As a matter of fact, there's a jump cut in here. You can tell. I think it happens after this. Yeah, right there. I think this move came out twice and there was a jump cut right here. And I'm only saying that because Stella was getting her shit pushed in. She ain't hit Akira that much and he low on health. That was the jump cut. But this looks great. There's clearly a lot of borrowed elements from other fighters. We're seeing it in real time. But overall, I think that they've made some great progress so far. There's a lot more that needs to be done. Let me tell y'all now, I'm not going to Tokyo Game Show. Or at least I don't have plans to be at Tokyo Game Show. Just so y'all know. Because I know y'all be like, oh, Shidosha, I know you got insight. No, first off, no, I don't. Second off, I won't be at Tokyo Game Show. Yeah, seeing that was sick. It was. I think the same thing, Chanchai, for sure. And you could probably turn that off. You could probably turn off like the gore and just make it so that like that's what the KOs look like. I would be cool. I'm cool with the KOs looking like that. Like I like that a lot. Am I gonna try Phantom Blade Zero at Gamescom? I don't even know what that is, but I'll be on the lookout for it. Which reminds me, I gotta buy my Gamescom tickets. I didn't do that yet. I did not do that yet.